You're listening to leadai.dev, your daily updates on AI development. Today's topic is Agentic AI transforms news production workflows for broadcasters in 2025. Here's a quick overview. Agentic AI is transforming television news production by automating complex editorial workflows, reducing production time from hours to minutes while maintaining broadcast quality standards. Now, let's ask our analyst about these developments. What's new? Agentic AI agents revolutionize news production workflows?
Agentic AI systems are fundamentally changing how television newsrooms operate, with autonomous agents now capable of handling complex editorial decisions that previously required human oversight. These AI agents can analyze breaking news feeds, prioritize story importance, and automatically generate production schedules while coordinating multiple broadcast elements simultaneously. The technology represents a significant leap from traditional automation tools by incorporating decision making capabilities that adapt to changing news cycles and editorial priorities. Major broadcast networks are reporting production speed improvements of 80% when implementing agentic AI workflows for routine news segments. The core innovation lies in multi agent systems where specialized AI agents handle different aspects of news production, from script generation and fact checking to video editing and graphics coordination. These agents communicate with each other to maintain editorial consistency while working in parallel on different story elements. The system can automatically pull relevant footage from archives, suggest interview clips, and even coordinate live shot logistics based on reporter availability and story priority. Advanced natural language processing enables these agents to understand editorial style guides and maintain brand consistency across all produced content. Unlike previous AI tools that required constant human supervision, agentic AI systems operate with increasing autonomy while providing transparency in their decision making processes. News directors can set editorial parameters and priority frameworks that guide agent behavior, allowing for customized workflows that match specific newsroom cultures and standards. The technology integrates seamlessly with existing newsroom management systems, pulling data from assignment desks, social media monitoring tools, and wire services to create comprehensive story packages without manual intervention. Multi agent systems coordinate script writing, video editing, graphics, and scheduling simultaneously 80% reduction in production time for routine news segments across major networks. Autonomous fact checking agents cross reference multiple sources in real time adaptive priority algorithms, adjust story prominence based on developing news cycles, integration with existing newsroom systems, including assignment desks and wire services.
Thank you for that analysis. Let's move on. Who benefits from agentic AI news production systems?
Local television stations with limited staff resources see the most immediate benefits from agentic AI implementation, as these systems can effectively multiply newsroom capacity without additional hiring. Stations running multiple daily newscasts can maintain quality while reducing overtime costs and staff burnout. Mid-market stations particularly benefit from the technology's ability to compete with larger markets by producing more comprehensive coverage with existing resources. News directors report being able to assign reporters to more investigative work while agents handle routine story production. Digital-first news organizations and streaming news services find agentic AI particularly valuable for 24/7 content production requirements. These platforms need constant content updates and can leverage AI agents to maintain fresh programming without massive staffing increases. Corporate communications teams within large organizations also benefit by using similar systems to produce internal news content and executive updates with broadcast quality. International news bureaus use agentic AI to overcome language barriers and time zone challenges when coordinating global coverage. However, premium news operations focused on investigative journalism or specialized reporting may find limited immediate value, as these require deep human insight and source development that current AI cannot replicate. Newsrooms with strong union contracts may face implementation challenges due to workforce concerns. Organizations without robust digital infrastructure or those still using legacy broadcast systems may need significant technical upgrades before implementing agentic AI workflows effectively. Local stations with 10 to 50 person newsrooms see 60% efficiency gains. 24/7's digital news platforms reduce content production costs by 50%. Corporate communications teams achieve broadcast quality internal content. International bureaus overcome language and time zone coordination challenges.
Great insight, really helpful context. How to get started. Implementing agentic AI in news production.
Successful agentic AI implementation begins with comprehensive workflow mapping and system integration planning. News organizations must first audit existing production processes, identifying routine tasks suitable for automation while preserving human oversight for editorial decisions. Technical prerequisites include robust network infrastructure capable of handling large video files and real time data processing, along with cloud storage systems that can scale during breaking news events. Integration with current newsroom computer systems, video servers, and graphics packages requires careful API configuration and data flow planning. The implementation process starts with pilot programs focusing on specific news segments like weather, sports, or traffic reports where story structures are predictable. Configure AI agents with clear editorial guidelines, style preferences, and fact checking protocols specific to your organization's standards. Establish approval workflows where agents can operate autonomously for routine content while flagging sensitive or complex stories for human review. Train agents on your organization's archive systems, preferred sources, and visual branding requirements to maintain consistency across all produced content. Verification and quality control systems must be established before full deployment, including automated fact checking protocols and content review processes. Set up monitoring dashboards that track agent performance, error rates, and production metrics to ensure quality standards are maintained. Establish backup procedures for system failures and create manual override capabilities for breaking news situations that require immediate human intervention. Regular calibration sessions help refine agent behavior and improve accuracy over time. Audit existing workflows and identify automation opportunities in routine segments. Configure robust cloud infrastructure with 10 TB plus storage and high bandwidth connectivity. Integrate APIs with newsroom systems, video servers, and graphics packages. Establish pilot programs with weather, sports, or traffic segments. First, create approval workflows with human oversight for sensitive content. Set up monitoring dashboards, tracking performance metrics and error rates.
That's a very interesting point. Tell us about competitive context, how agentic AI changes broadcasting landscape.
Agentic AI represents a significant advancement over traditional broadcast automation tools like those offered by Avid, Ross Video, or Grass Valley, which primarily handle technical switching and graphics insertion. While these legacy systems excel at mechanical tasks, Agentic AI introduces editorial intelligence that can make content decisions, not just execute predetermined sequences. Companies like Scripps and Sinclair are investing heavily in agentic AI to differentiate their local news operations from streaming competitors. The technology provides smaller markets with production capabilities previously available only to major network affiliates with large technical teams. Compared to general AI writing tools like ChatGPT or Claude, specialized agentic AI for news production offers broadcast-specific features including FCC compliance checking, closed captioning generation, and integration with professional video equipment. These systems understand broadcast timing requirements, commercial break placement, and live production constraints that generic AI tools cannot handle. The technology also provides real-time collaboration between multiple AI agents, something that single-purpose AI tools cannot achieve in complex production environments. Current limitations include dependency on high-quality source material and structured data feeds, which can be problematic during breaking news when information is fragmented or unverified. The technology struggles with nuanced editorial judgment calls that experienced news directors handle intuitively. Integration costs can be substantial for smaller operations, and ongoing training requirements mean organizations need dedicated technical staff to maintain optimal performance. Additionally, regulatory considerations around AI-generated content may require disclosure protocols that some markets are still developing. Superior editorial intelligence compared to traditional automation from Avid or Ross Video broadcast-specific features, including FCC compliance and captioning generation, multi-agent collaboration capabilities unavailable in single-purpose AI tools, dependency on structured data feeds limits effectiveness during breaking news, substantial integration costs, and ongoing technical staff requirements.
Good analysis. Let's continue. What's next? Future of agentic AI in news production?
The roadmap for agentic AI in news production includes advanced predictive analytics that can anticipate story development and pre-position resources accordingly. Future systems will incorporate real-time audience engagement data to automatically adjust story emphasis and segment length based on viewer response patterns. Integration with augmented reality and virtual studio technologies will enable AI agents to coordinate complex visual presentations that adapt to breaking news requirements. Machine learning improvements will allow agents to develop increasingly sophisticated editorial judgment while maintaining transparency in decision-making processes. Integration ecosystem expansion will connect agentic AI with social media monitoring, public records databases, and citizen journalism platforms to create comprehensive news gathering networks. Partnerships between AI companies and broadcast equipment manufacturers are developing standardized protocols that will simplify implementation across different technical environments. Cloud-based deployment models will make advanced agentic AI accessible to smaller markets that cannot invest in on-premise infrastructure. The long-term implications suggest a fundamental shift in newsroom roles, with human journalists focusing more on investigation, analysis, and community engagement while AI agents handle routine production tasks. This evolution will likely accelerate the trend towards specialized journalism and premium content creation as organizations seek to differentiate from automated news production. Regulatory frameworks are developing to address AI transparency requirements in news production, which will shape how these systems operate and what disclosures are required for AI-generated content. But predictive analytics will anticipate story development and resource positioning, real-time audience data integration for dynamic content adjustment, AR/VR coordination for complex visual presentations during breaking news, cloud deployment models, expanding access to smaller market stations.
Great analysis. So, what are the key takeaways from all of this?
Agentic AI reduces news production time by 80% through multi-agent coordination of editorial workflows. Local stations with limited resources benefit most from implementing AI agents for routine content production. Successful deployment requires robust infrastructure and integration with existing newsroom management systems. The technology excels at routine segments, but still requires human oversight for complex editorial decisions.
And what market signals should our listeners watch for?
Broadcast industry automation acceleration. Major broadcast groups are rapidly adopting agentic AI to compete with streaming platforms and reduce operational costs. Scripps and Sinclair investments signal industry-wide transformation toward AI-assisted production. This shift represents a 40% increase in broadcast automation spending compared to 2023, with local stations prioritizing efficiency technologies to maintain competitiveness against digital native news sources. The trend indicates traditional broadcasting is embracing AI not as a replacement for journalists, but as a force multiplier for existing newsroom capabilities. Editorial workflow intelligence evolution. The progression from mechanical broadcast automation to intelligent editorial decision-making represents a fundamental shift in news production capabilities. Unlike previous automation focused on technical switching, agentic AI introduces content creation and editorial judgment that was previously exclusively human domain. This evolution creates new competitive advantages for early adopters while establishing technical barriers for organizations slow to implement AI workflows. The change suggests news production will increasingly differentiate between routine content generation and premium investigative journalism. Local news market consolidation pressure, agentic AI implementation costs, and technical requirements may accelerate consolidation in local news markets as smaller operations struggle to compete with AI-enhanced competitors. Organizations that successfully implement these systems can serve multiple markets with fewer staff, potentially disrupting traditional local news economics. However, the technology also enables well-funded local operators to compete more effectively against national chains by producing higher quality content with existing resources. This dynamic will likely reshape local news ownership patterns over the next 3 years.
What should developers and operators do with this information?
Implement pilot programs with routine segments like weather and traffic within 30 days to test system integration. Establish technical infrastructure requirements, including 10 TB plus cloud storage and high bandwidth connectivity before full deployment. Create editorial guidelines and approval workflows that define when AI agents can operate autonomously versus requiring human oversight. Develop monitoring dashboards and quality control metrics to track agent performance and maintain broadcast standards during the first 90 days of operation.
Thank you for listening to LeadAI.dev. Stay tuned for our next daily updates in this rapidly emerging market.